Hi, class. This is Jennifer Brogee, and I am going to talk to you today about how to create a break-even analysis. This is one of the financial statements that is the most difficult for students, so don't be frustrated if you feel like you have no idea what you're doing. It's totally fine. So, to get the template, you want to go to Modules, Sample Financial Statements, and then download the break-even analysis, and it will open in Excel. And as a reminder, all of our students are able to get Excel for free. So if you're not sure how to do that, please let me know. So click on the download break-even analysis book link. And here is a sample break-even analysis. What you want to do is you want to start by entering the top 5 products that you added to your sales estimate. So if you this example only has 3. If you need more rows because you have 5, just highlight row 6, right click, click insert, and you should be able to add all of your products. So we'll do a coffee shop. We'll say a latte, 5. Oh, this is the number sold. So a latte is $5. A mocha. And by the way, remember to pick the average retail price. A bag of beans. Whoops. And let's see. We'll add a smoothie. And we'll just leave it at 4 for my example. Okay, so then you want to go to your sales estimate and type in the number sold. Now, I like to do it per month. I think it is much easier when you look at a break-even analysis to think about it in terms of months. And what the point of this document is to figure out how much work will you have to do to simply break even. Sometimes understanding the amount of work that it takes to break even gives entrepreneurs a better view of what they're getting into, and it helps them to determine, is this something that I really want to spend my time on? Or maybe it could even get you really excited to think about um, how easy it is to break even, and that can really motivate you. So it really depends on the type of business. So based on my business plan in my head, I'm going to estimate that we sold 300 of each drink per month. Now, I have to figure out what my variable cost is for each product, and this should be in your business plan. What is your variable cost for each of these things? I know that I want to keep my variable cost for coffee at 25%. So 25% of $5 is $1. And by the way, if you want to do the math in Excel, just enter the formula. Hit equal sign, click on the price, an asterisk to multiply, 0.25 to multiply by 25%. Oh yeah, and it fixed my math for me. 25% of 5 is actually $1.25. Now, coffee beans, they're usually at 50%, so I'm going to do a 50% variable cost. And then we're back to the 25% for the smoothie. All right. So then this, if you use the template, should already be calculating how much money do you make in terms of your net profit per each item that you sold. So the formula for that might already be in your template. If not, it's very simple. It's the retail price minus the variable cost. That is the formula for your net profit per item. And net profit means that you haven't taken out all the expenses. You've only taken out the variable cost. So the cost of the smoothie mix, the cost of the coffee beans, the cost of the cup. You haven't yet added in your overhead. And your overhead are those expenses that you have to pay no matter how much you sell. So at my coffee shop, I have to pay rent every month, electricity, water. I have to pay insurance, payroll, things like that. So that is your overhead. And we're going to put that into this figure down here for fixed costs. By the way, this says revenue per year. I'm going to do mine per month because it's a lot easier for me to understand. So over here, I've got total net profit. This is just how many items do you sell times your net profit per each. So the formula is equal sign, click on the number sold, asterisk, click on your net profit per each. And once you get the formula in here, you can drag it down to the rest of the cells by clicking on the bottom right corner right here. See how the cursor turns into a plus sign? Then click and drag. So if I add all this up for the month, my net profit is $3,000. Oh, and I realized that I need to fix my sum. So notice my sum is only adding up the first 3 rows. I need to drag it down to add up all the rows. The other way you can do that is hit this auto sum button, and then it'll include all the rows for you. Now your fixed cost, that should come from your list of expenses that you have every month. I'm going to change this again to month. What are your fixed costs per month? So you should have this on a list already in Excel, and it's basically what is your rent per month, insurance per month, utilities per month, all of that. So I'm going to put $3,500 for my monthly fixed costs. And now I see that my profit, after I pay off all the overhead, is $625. Okay, so we have the spreadsheet set up, but now we need to do the work to get to the break-even point. And basically what we want to do is change our numbers sold until our profit gets close to 0. So your break-even point is how many products does it take to make 0, to at least cover the bills, right? So let's drop this down to 200 lattes, 200 mochas. Oh, now I'm at negative 125. So I need to sell 250. I need to sell a little fewer things. So just keep plugging in the numbers. The reason I like to do it this way is it's much easier when you're working with multiple products. It's much easier to do your break-even analysis this way. There is a formula, by the way, that you can fill out, that you can follow to calculate all this, more of like an algebraic formula. But I find that it's much easier for students and entrepreneurs to use this spreadsheet method. Okay, so now I've figured out that to even just break even and stay open, to cover my bills, I have to sell 200 lattes, 250 mochas, 100 beans, 100 bags of beans, and 284 smoothies. That will make me $2.50. So I might think to myself, okay, is that going to be easy for me? Is it going to be hard for me to break even? Is that a tough number to reach? Because then it gives me a clear view of how much work will go in every month to paying the bills, because it is easy to have a business that does not make a profit. And it's okay if your business plan is one that doesn't make much of a profit. That's okay, because we're just going through the exercise. You want to be honest, as honest as possible about your numbers. All right, so this is the break even, and then you will just copy this and paste it into your business plan.